In the latest chapter of an ongoing book titled Game Publishers Think They're Smarter Than You, Ubisoft has changed the definition of the term subscription to mean not subscription. That's what Ubisoft has retooled that word to mean. Oh, Ubisoft! Thanks so much for livening up the English language for us, Ubisoft. This, of course, comes only a few weeks after Ubisoft tried to redefine gameplay trailer as a trailer without any gameplay in it. Last week, Ubisoft revealed a new Trackmania game, but Trackmania fans unfortunately aren't best pleased because it's a subscription-based game. Of course it is. Why just sell a game when you can sell a game, and then sell it again, and then sell it again to the same people? And that's what Ubisoft appears to have arbitrarily done in this case. Turn Trackmania into a subscription-based model for the fucking hell of it. So for this apparent live service take on Trackmania Nations, it'll be free to play, but there will be 2 subscription tiers. If you pay nothing, then you can take part in solo and multiplayer races. You will also be able to try the track editor, which is one of Trackmania's most popular features. But if you want to use the editing features outside of a trial context, you'll need to pay $10 a year. Which isn't much, but why? Why does it have to be that way? Why can't you just make the game and sell the game, which is what fans actually want? They'd rather just pay up front and enjoy the game like a normal fucking game you pay for. But like I said, there are 2 subscription tiers, so you've got your $10 a year subscription fee for editing features, or you can pay $30 a year, $60 for 3 years if you think you're going to be playing Trackmania Nations that fucking long. For your money there, you get Club Access, which lets you qualify for leagues, lets you take part in the Open Grand League, give you access to skins, and, you know, a bunch of just shit. It's a subscription model for Trackmania for no good reason. But it's okay, because just like that time Bethesda told us that its paid mods that were paid mods were not paid mods because Bethesda said they weren't paid mods, Ubisoft has said that Trackmania does not have a subscription-based model. Oh, well, problem solved. Why am I even here? Yeah, so Ubisoft has tried to explain away the subscription-based model for Trackmania Nations as something that isn't a subscription-based model, and their way of trying to newspeak this up, to try and dress it prettier and make it sound more palatable, actually makes it sound worse, because Ubisoft's official mouthpiece has described Trackmania Nations not as subscription-based, but as a game you simply pay for multiple times. Which, I mean, I guess you could describe any subscription-based game that way. In a message posted on the Mania Planet forums, Ubisoft said,
"Actually, it's not a subscription model, but an access to the game for a limited time. You pay for having access to the game for 1 period, and that's it. When the time is over, you have to buy the game again for the time you want to access it again."
That's a subscription. Chum. Fucking chum. Hey chum, that's a subscription, chum. Fuck. Amazing. Simply amazing. The bare-faced, blatant spin. Not even good spin. It's literally the man behind the curtain telling you there's no man behind the curtain while a picture of the man's face is on the curtain, and man behind the curtain is behind this curtain, tastefully embroidered on the fabric. I mean, I said it's literally that. It's not literally that. It's literally Ubisoft going online and trying to re-fucking litigate the English fucking language again. Actually, it's not a subscription model, but an access to the game for a limited time. It's not a I'm gonna read that again. It's not a subscription model, but an access to the game for a limited time. You pay for having access to the game for 1 period, and that's it. Fucking hell, Ubisoft. Fucking hell. People have, of course, brought up Electronic Arts' notorious failed attempt at spin from last year, where EA's illegal VP tried to distance the publisher from loot boxes by rebranding them as surprise mechanics, as if that's the fucking sugar that gets the medicine down. The thing is, is that the game industry is quite good at changing the meaning of things. It's quite good at getting its own language into the lexicon of its own audience. This is actually why I say a lot of industry terms in silly voices. Why I say AAA, or recurrent user spending, or live services. It's to render them powerless, because the industry likes those terms. The industry uses those terms to dress things up. They rarely say microtransactions, certainly not with the ubiquity that PR reps and executives used to. After years of controversy and baggage, microtransaction has a lot of dirt in the word. So industry mouthpieces use terms like recurrent revenue, recurrent user spending. It's a subtle change intended to remove that aforementioned baggage. I don't like it when companies try to change the meaning of things, because they do it to serve themselves, and they do it to exploit everyone else. It's why I pushed back so hard on the gameplay trailer incident. It's why I'm talking about this now. It's why I've got a major issue with phrases like time savers being used to describe excessive aggressive monetization. Look, I've been writing and speaking professionally for a long time. Words are the most crucial tool I have in my work. Words are powerful, words have meaning, words mean everything to what I do. As such, I have a great respect for the English language, and I don't like to see it misused to make money off suckers. Or at least that's how these companies think, because they think you're stupid. They think they can say literally anything and you will swallow it up uncritically. And while I have a respect for the English language, or really just language in general, all languages, and while I respect that words have meaning, I also respect that language evolves. That's one of the most beautiful things about it. New words are invented, old words can have their meanings change. And I, for one, don't like corporations such as Ubisoft attempting to shape that change. Yes, you fucking clowns, Trackmania Nations has a subscription-based model. Admit it. Get over it. If you didn't want people saying that your game has a subscription, you shouldn't have fucking put a subscription in it. In fact, Ubisoft, you fucking clowns, you put 2 subscriptions in it, so Trackmania Nations is double subscripty. Subscribin'. It doesn't help that there's a little bit of confusopoly surrounding Trackmania Nations subscription anyway. In the initial post on the subject, we're told the track editor is only accessible with the $10 subscription. But the pricing FAQ for the game says that you can access the editor without a subscription, but you're only allowed to save 1 track. As PC Gamer points out, it also isn't clear how exactly server access will be restricted. The pricing page says free players will be able to try map review servers, but those who pay for standard access will have full access to them. And then good old Andy Chalk says that he's emailed Ubisoft for more clarification and will let people know what they say, because Ubisoft needs to explain its business model to people, because no one knows what the fuck it's saying, because it keeps saying different things, which a more paranoid person would suggest is done on purpose as part of that aforementioned confusopoly. Just like a suitably paranoid person would say that's what HBO Max did when everyone was confused how you could even get HBO Max. Even though getting it wasn't actually that difficult, the market's just such a fucking mess it looked trickier than it was. And some people would suggest that that's not a very good business tactic to confuse your audience and make them wonder how they can even access your thing. But when there are so many subscription services on the market, and so many of them feature the same material owned by the same studios, and so many of the different subscription services are themselves subsidiaries of the same fucking companies, it doesn't really matter how confused people are while they spend money. All that matters is that they're spending. But hey, this is just something a paranoid person would say. Ultimately, whether they're doing it on purpose or not, businesses do benefit from confusing markets. So they just don't fucking care how messy and baffling it gets. I'm going off on a tangent. The point is, Ubisoft's a big bag of shit. Oh, wasn't a very elegant thing to say, was it? Ubisoft's a big bag of shit.